My parents wish I was. And secondly, the gentleman that came up earlier that did the talk on Impression 5, he talked about how sponsorships are very important to his organization. I want to mention that they have agreed to sponsor an organization called the Lansing Give Camp. We're going to be doing that this coming weekend, a week from tonight. If you've not heard of what Lansing Give Camp is, I get to do this because it's charity. So Lansing Give Camp is a bunch of developers like myself and others going to the Impression 5 at 5 o'clock on Friday, and we're going to camp out there the entire weekend, and we're going to have over 50 developers working on projects for over 24 charities. And it's totally donated time, sponsor-driven, and so we're all coming together in Lansing to do something good for the community for free and share our skills and our expertise. So very much looking forward to that. That's next weekend. So, just proof there's a lot of really great things going on in this community. And I'm going to talk about cloud computing for the entrepreneur, and we can go ahead and get started. So basically what this is if you have a great idea, if you think you could do the world's next Second Life or Twitter or something like that, you might want to do those things, but like most people, you probably don't have deep pockets and you don't have a lot of money. And cloud services, you may have heard that term, but I'm going to show you a little bit what cloud services are and what they can do and what the advantages are. You can use cloud services today to build prototypes of these kind of sites, these kind of entrepreneur opportunities, and for basically the money in your pocket today, you could sit down and learn how to use these technologies and build things that would compete with the big boys. This is your chance to do things that you just thought you could never afford to do. So if you've got a great idea, you can execute using these cloud services. One of the benefits is just low cost. The key to cloud services is through a computer and through some very, very simple programming that you can learn quickly. You can store things at very low cost. It's high availability. Basically, anywhere you have an internet connection, you can get to these services. You can have distributed teams. You could get people fired up about your idea from all over the world, and they can share this with you throughout the world because the internet's everywhere. To build up a little bit of a technology venture, you don't have to have any data centers, the big X on the wires. You can do this. I have an Amazon.com web service account. I spend less than $1 a month on it, so it's very, very low cost. One of the cloud services up and coming is Google. Google has their app engine. Today, you pretty well use it by adding things into Gmail or GDocs or other things. That's going to go somewhere. That's going to be a very important force in the future. The most established cloud service today is Amazon, and we'll talk about that most. Simple Storage is one of their tools. It's basically an unlimited thumb drive that you can get to from anywhere in the world. I use that to keep all my files as I move around and work with different clients and things. Again, it's less than $1 a month is what I spend on my storage in Amazon. SimpleDB, you can have databases in the cloud. Very, very interesting how they've implemented this. These databases can be huge. I guess one of the things I want to mention is that we're talking high volume. You can store things in the terms of terabytes or hundreds of terabytes. EC2 is the ability to bring up computers in the cloud. You can actually have a computer image in the cloud and run that whenever you want. You could run 100 computers at once for 10 cents an hour per computer. CloudFront is if you want to do something that's video-based. You want to be the next YouTube or something. For 17 cents per gigabyte, they will deliver that around the world for you. Simple Queue Services is the ability to create workflows, put work items onto a queue, have anybody in the world take those items off and work those. In terms of cost, it's a penny per 10,000 messages. So we're not talking big money here. Mechanical Turk. Sometimes you actually want to have a person do something. Mechanical Turk, you can put a request out on the web, and actually there are people around the world who do this. They work these items and give you back the answer. The minimum payment you have to make for each work item, half a penny. The minimum charge. Flexible payment services. If you're selling something and you don't want to set up a big e-commerce site, you don't want to do all the work of managing the payments and everything else, Amazon will do that for you for 3% commission. DevPay. If you're setting up something on the computer where you want to have a service where you're actually reselling some of this great capability yourself, they will do the billing for you, and the charge is 30 cents per customer per month. So very, very low cost. Alexa Web Service. If you want to have links on your website, and let's say, for example, you wanted to have all the links to gardening, growing your own food, but you want the 10 most popular websites in the world, you can use this service to figure out what those are. Finally, it's not just about giving money to Amazon, but they'll actually give money to you. If you list their sites, some of their items that they sell on your website, they will give you up to an 8.5% commission on those sales. So you can actually make money using cloud services just by having those items. There you go. That's it. So think about what you could do for a couple dollars. So that's what I wanted to bring to you. Thank you.